July 2021, South Africa was already on its knees. Days earlier, the country had lived through some of the worst civil unrest in its democratic history. And just as the smoke began to clear, a second attack hit. This one, nobody saw coming. No warning, no fire, just silence. Screens going black inside Transnet's control rooms. Within hours, 4 of the country's busiest container terminals were paralyzed. Ships sat offshore. Trucks queued for over 14 hours just to load a single container. Dock workers went back to pens and clipboards. And Transnet did something it had never done before. It declared force majeure, a legal admission that it could no longer meet its obligations. But the question that would take months to answer was this: who did this? Transnet runs South Africa's freight rail, its fuel pipelines, and its ports, including Durban, the busiest container port on the entire continent, handling more than half of Southern Africa's containerized trade. When someone finds a way inside that network, they're not just hacking a company. They're reaching into the bloodstream of an entire regional economy. On 22nd July 2021, reports emerged that Transnet's IT systems were experiencing issues. Inside the ports, container terminal software had simply stopped responding. Staff went manual, pen, paper, and radio. 4 days later, Transnet confirmed it. This was a cyber attack. Force majeure was declared across Durban, Port Elizabeth, and Cape Town. Durban reportedly dropped to around 10% of its normal capacity. Cybersecurity researchers at CrowdStrike, cited by Bloomberg, linked the malware to a ransomware strain believed to originate from Russia or Eastern Europe, never officially confirmed. Ransomware doesn't steal your files. It locks you out of them and demands payment to get back in. Transnet later confirmed no client data was stolen. This was an attack built purely to disable. And in mid-August, the Minister of Public Enterprises confirmed Transnet never paid the ransom. Instead, about 90% of its systems were painstakingly rebuilt over the following weeks. Full recovery took closer to a month. But the damage didn't stay inside Transnet. South Africa's citrus industry was mid-harvest when the attack hit. Refrigerated cargo backed up so badly that importers lost an estimated 40,000 tons of cold storage capacity. Shipping lines began rerouting to ports like Walvis Bay in Namibia. And here's the part most people miss. Most of the businesses hurt by this attack were never hacked at all. They simply depended on a supplier that was. Which raises the harder question: if your biggest supplier gets hacked, not you, them, who pays for your losses? Most people assume cyber insurance only covers data breaches. In reality, it can extend to incident response, system restoration, and business interruption. But coverage for third parties hurt by someone else's attack is far less certain. Some businesses had contingent business interruption cover built for exactly this. Many others didn't, simply because their policies were never written with this scenario in mind. Within weeks, Transnet's systems were restored. Ships came back, containers moved again. But the lesson stuck. Cyber risk isn't just an IT problem, it's a boardroom problem. The biggest financial hit often isn't stolen data, it's operations simply stopping. And insurance is a safety net, not a strategy. South Africa's ports weren't brought down by a bomb, a flood, or a fire. They were brought down by someone somewhere, clicking a single malicious link. And the next attack on critical infrastructure could start exactly the same way.